Hello and welcome to Pirate ttrpg. I am Vyacheslav and today I'll show you Pirate Borg. It's a role-playing game about pirates' adventures in the Dark Caribbean. And today I'll just show you a book, tell something about system, about setting, as usual actually. Game created by Limitron. And if you check the website of this person, he really likes the pirates and he really know what he do and creates role-playing games about them. You can find here in the little territory all stuff that you can know, can hear about the pirates. The mysteries, the treasures, the bounty hunting, skeleton teams and ghost ships, stuff like this. And of course the dark creatures on the deep of the dark sea, like kraken or even something worse. Yeah, all of this you can find here. You can go to adventures for the treasures in the jungles and the islands and the maybe some underwater cities, if it happens for you. And setting part is really fine. The Dark Caribbean is not so big territory, mostly of course the water, it's archipelago, so your pirates will need to go to the ship to move from one island to other. But at the same time adventures like treasure hunting, combats and most of dungeon crawlings will be on the islands, because it's hard to dive for pirates mostly. Game based on Mogbori, so have a lot of Mogbori features. It's actually can be named as a Mogbori hack. Yeah, world is dying, so after some sessions the terrible event can happen. From the deep dark sea, nameless thing will wake up and it will be the finish, Armageddon. And base mechanics of the game is also from board games. As in any board games, most of the rolls will be made by player. If player need to check some skill, he need to roll d20, and when increase it or decrease for stat modifier, on the 20 it's success all the time, and the 1 it's all the time fail. If player in the combat, all rolls made by player, player roll attack, defense. In the case that you succeed in attack, you will deal damage. In the critical success, you will deal double damage. In the fail, you lost your weapon. With defense, the same. In the critical success, you will deal free attack. In the failure, you will lost your armor. It will be destroyed. And you will go to deal damage as a result. Players have hit points. Death is irregular, but if you go to 0 hit points, you have a chance to don't die immediately. But mostly you will need to create new character after this. When you need to cast spell, make some ritual, or use some power, you need to roll the spirit, it's stat check against basically 20, like basic skill check. And if you succeed, you will cast a spell. If not, you will have some mystic mashup. And it can be dangerous for you, to be honest. System use main and even some advanced rules of Mogbori that you can find in basic Mogbori books, but most important differences, I think it's 2 of them. First one is the character classes. Here you have the 6 character classes that are inspired by classic classes like fighter, mage or thief. But in Mogbori you have the class and that's all. You have some basic start stuff. But here in this game, with each new level up, you will gain some specific class ability. It's 6 for every class. If you repeat, it will be upgraded. But it's interesting because in a system you can also play without class. But looks like this feature works only in one-shots, because if you will play a long-term campaign with level ups, with every level up your class's character will be weaker, because character with class will have new features and other good points from level ups. And second important feature is naval combat, because as I mentioned before, most part of the territory in the Caribbean is the sea, so you will regularly travel through the sea and fight on the sea. And naval combat is looks like it's bigger than basic Mogbori combat rules, to be honest. But it's not too hard, it's actually fine. Your characters, I mean your players, will be on the ship, they will use some teamwork for moving through the sea, for make best position, shot from the weapons, heal the ship, I mean fix some damage from the other ship's shots. And then you can go to the boarding party and fight in melee. And steal the treasures, because you're pirates, it's fine. Also book have a lot of ship cards with stats. They have information about number of guns, speed, stuff like this, but have not information about price, because pirates never buy the ships. You need to get ship by any other way, right? One more interesting thing that you can find in this system, it's a specific character sheet that also help you to create character. It has steps when you need to roll stats, roll class, roll any other random stuff, and you can use it as a character sheet in the future. It's I think really good. It's really helpful for new players. System is simple, but still, when you try it first time, it's better to get the good guide. Monster section in the book have, of course, monsters for the settings. Mostly it's skeletons, zombies, all these drowned guys, some underwater terrible crabs. Mysterious fauna, like a magic monkey with 3 heads or something like this. But also it have information about drowned creatures, deep ones, and of course biggest krakens and other dangerous dark guys from the bottom of the sea. As official Bori books, it has the starter introduction adventure, and I need to tell you that if you want to be a player for Pirate Borg, and if you plan to play the basic adventure, you need to skip next section because there will be a lot of spoilers. I need to tell you about this slightly closely. Because in mostly Bori games you have just one mission, just one dungeon. You need to go inside, find some treasure, fight with some boss, and go back. It's good as an introductory adventure, but here you have something bigger. It's entire model. It's like a sandbox. It has this little island, town, 4 or 5 landmarks, and 2 dungeons. One of them, or both of them, actually big, and it's pretty cool. In the introduction part of the model, you can find information how to use it. You can use it as a sandbox. You can use it as a one-shot, and in this case, you will just go to town, then go to one specific dungeon and find a boss and find the treasure. Or you can just get any section of the model and put into your adventure. It's work with every sandbox adventure, to be honest. You can steal any dungeon, any town, any character, why not? Especially when you as a pirate. One specific moment that I don't clearly understand is that in any case, when you use the sandbox or when you use this one shot, game creators tell you that you need to try with your players naval combat. I'm not really sure that it's so important, to be honest. In a sandbox version, okay, but because all of this adventure will be happens in one island, we mostly don't need to go to the ship and travel to any other location. So we will not basically fight in the naval combat as a part of the entire adventure. And in the case of one shot, it's really strange that start the adventure from the naval combat, because in entire one shot, in like 2, 3, 4 hours, your players will not, and they don't need to fight on the sea. Naval combat is fine mechanic and good part of the game, really important, I think. But in the case of one shot, I think it will be too big and even not so comfort for the players. They actually don't need it to finish the adventure. Why to throw them to this? In my own campaign, players explore the island, explore the dungeons, and only now, when they leave the island, they will learn the naval combat first time. I think it's slightly better, because it's better to understand how it works when you actually need it for your adventures. I think you understand that if I show you this book, I like it. I already ran this introductory adventure, it was really great. And as I know, Pirate Borg have the starter set with box and some extra materials, but it was on Kickstarter, so I'm not sure that you can buy it right now. But I'm pretty sure that you can buy at least this main rule book right now on the Pirate official store or in your local game store. Thank you for watching this video up to the end. If you like it, please support me by leaving a comment, press the like button or subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day, have nice games, bye!